So 10 was just a little bit scared because 7, 8, 9. Get it? Oh, hello. Welcome to Story Time. My name is Eddie and this is Big Ted. We're gonna read you a story. I wonder what the story will be about today, Big Ted. Oh, did you hear that? That was the sound of the magic story drawer. Ooh. Let's see what's inside. It's a rocket ship. And the story today is called Stellarphant. There's an elephant with a long trunk, a rocket blasting off, and a moon. I wonder if this story has something to do with space. Let's find out. And the story goes like this. One ordinary Monday, at 9 a.m. precisely, Stella walked into Space Command. "Hello," she said. "I'd like to become an astronaut." Ah, she's called Stella and is an elephant. Get it, Big Ted? Stellarphant. The man stopped clacking on his keyboard and looked up. "Splurt? But you're an elephant," said the man. "I am," said Stella, holding out her application. "But we've never had an elephant astronaut before," said the man. "I know," said Stella. "I would be the first." "I'm sorry," said the man, "but I don't think we can let an elephant be an astronaut. Imagine what would happen. We'd have all sorts of animals applying for approval." "But you have sent some animals to space," said Stella. The man nodded. "Then why not an elephant?" asked Stella. "Look at all the pictures of astronauts on the wall. I can see some monkeys, ooh, ooh, ah, and dogs. Ruff, ruff. Can you make a dog noise too? Ruff, ruff. What about an elephant noise? Roar. I'm sorry," said the man, "but the other animals were smaller. We don't make spacesuits in your size or shape. Unless you can find a spacesuit to fit you, I can't approve your application." Stella is reading a book called Do-It-Yourself Spacesuits. So Stella measured and stitched and tinkered until finally it was ready. "Now can I be an astronaut?" asked Stella. "I'm sorry," said the man, "but you'd need to complete basic training, and we're just not set up to train elephants. You're too big. You'd break all our equipment. Unless you can find training somewhere else, I can't approve your application." So Stella found teachers, and she studied. Look, Stella is doing maths. I love maths. Do you like to count numbers too? I could talk about maths all day, but let's get back to Stella's training. Stella is at King's Jungle Gym and strengthened and practiced and prepared until finally she was ready. "Now can I be an astronaut?" asked Stella. "I'm sorry," said the man, "but our rockets aren't built to lift elephants. You're too heavy. Besides, you wouldn't even fit through the door. Unless you can find another rocket, I can't approve your application." Find another rocket? how will Stella find another rocket? Can you guess? So Stella sketched and tested and assembled until finally it was ready. Now can I be an astronaut? Asked Stella. I'm sorry, said the man, but you need a crew. And unfortunately, none of our astronauts want to fly with an elephant. They say it's bad luck. They say it's too dangerous. They say something's bound to go wrong. Unless you can find a crew, I can't approve your application. Stella isn't having much luck, is she? Where will Stella find a crew? So Stella gathered her friends, and together they studied and strengthened, and practiced and prepared, until finally they were all ready. A tiger, a penguin, an octopus, and a sloth? Stella has great friends. I have a crew, said Stella. Now can we be astronauts? The man didn't know what to do. Well, he said, I'll get my manager. Do you know what a manager is? Do you know, Big Ted? Someone who is in charge. Yes, that's right. The man's manager didn't know what to do, so he went and got his manager. The man's manager's manager didn't know either, so he went and got his manager. On and on this went, until they ran out of managers. So they asked the big boss of Space Command. The big boss and all the managers sat at a long table to have a long talk about the elephant in the room. Why won't they approve my application? Thought Stella. I've trained for this. I have a suit, a rocket, and a crew. They have to let me be an astronaut. They have to. They have to. Right, Big Ted? Then Stella realized that actually, they didn't have to. She didn't need their approval. She had everything she needed already. We are go for launch. T-minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ignition! We have liftoff! Whoosh! There goes the rocket, blasting through the sky and into space. Stella, with all her friends in their spacesuits, floating in space and looking down on Earth. And here is Stella and her wonderful crew in the Stellarphant Aerospace Hall of Astronauts. And that's the end of the story. Well done, Stella and crew. Your hard work certainly paid off. Would you like to travel to space? What about you, Big Ted? Maybe one day you'll blast off into space with your friends. It's time for us to go now. Bye from Big Ted, and bye from me. Bye. Now, the reason why 789 was because she wanted 3 square meals a day. Get it? It's really bad, I know. Sorry about that.